Be me, 26, single, terminally online, somehow alive despite my choices. Meet this girl at a gas station at 2 a.m. She's in pajama pants with cartoon characters on them, hoodie 2 sizes too big, slamming a Red Bull like it's a life source. We lock eyes for half a second and she smirks. Nice snack choice. Gonna ascend to a higher plane tonight or just overdose on MSG? Absolutely floored, 10-10 feral energy, wife material. Start talking, turns out she's batshit insane. Within 5 minutes, she's explained her theory that birds are a government psyop to spy on us. Pigeons are the worst offenders. Ever wonder why they're always in cities? Coincidence? Think again. Obviously, I ask for her number. Date her because why the hell not? Life is short. 3 days in, she texts me a link to a flat earth forum and says, "You're not ready for this knowledge, but I'll be your guide." Spends the next 3 hours explaining how Antarctica is guarded by shadow men to stop people from falling off the edge. I ask if she's trolling. She looks me dead in the eye. Anon, trolling is a tool of the elite to silence the truth. Oh no, the sex? Absolutely deranged. She has a shrine of crystals and candles in her room and insists on chanting something in Latin before we even kiss. She keeps a map of ley lines pinned above her bed and asks me to align my chakras before we get into it. One time, mid-hookup, she stops and says, "Anon, do you ever think about how the moon is just a hologram? I don't know what's real anymore." One night, she makes me wear a tinfoil hat, just in case they're monitoring us. I'm too horny to argue. The next morning, she makes pancakes while casually explaining her theory about lizard people infiltrating the government. Think about it, Anon. Why do you think Mark Zuckerberg blinks like that? Her pancakes are burnt, but I eat them anyway because I'm terrified. Things start escalating. She disappears for 2 days, comes back with a pet ferret and says, "This little guy will keep us safe." Names him Tesla. Insists he's psychic. Tells me she's been training him to detect electromagnetic frequencies. Casually mentions that 5G towers are causing infertility. It's population control, Anon. They're thinning the herd. Starts covering all the windows in her apartment with aluminum foil. I'm too deep now. No escape. She has the most bizarre kinks I've ever seen. One time she made me wear a gas mask and call her Commander of the Flat Earth Resistance. And another time, she tied me up with Ethernet cables and whispered, "This is how they trap us, but tonight, we're free." I can't tell if I'm terrified or turned on anymore. One day, she shows me a binder labeled The Final Plan. It's full of scribbled diagrams, conspiracy memes, and handwritten notes in the margins like, "Trust nobody but Tesla." Apparently, she's prepping for a mass awakening, where the world's elites will activate the neural dampeners. What the actual hell? We go on a date to a farmer's market. She stares down a vendor selling eggs and mutters, "These are compromised." Asks me if I've ever considered growing my own food to escape the matrix. Buys a single carrot, calls it her emergency ration. I'm questioning every life decision that led me here. Then it gets worse. She asks for a vial of my blood, for protection rituals. Texts me at 3 a.m. saying, "Anon, the ducks are watching you." Wakes me up in the middle of the night to tell me she's figured out how to decode the Fibonacci sequence. I'm about to break up with her when she hands me a USB drive labeled "For Your Safety." Plugs it into my laptop. It's 100 gigabyte of files with names like Chemtrail Analysis Vol 3 and How to Disappear Guide.pdf. One file is just 10 hours of static with the caption, "Listen closely." I ask what this is for. She whispers, "You'll know when the time comes." Decide to break up the next day. Invite her over, sit her down, try to gently explain. She nods, totally calm, and says, "I understand, Anon. You just need more time to ascend." Hands me a second USB drive, hugs me, and leaves. Plug it in out of morbid curiosity. Folder titled "The Goat Knows." Inside is a single video of her staring into the camera, holding Tesla the ferret, saying, "If you're watching this, it's already too late." Wi-Fi disconnects. Power goes out. Hear faint quacking outside my window. Check my phone. Unknown number texts me. Run. My face when I hear scratching at the door.